Hello everybody, it is Whitney Magnuson here and I'm live with Unity Stamp Company and I'm so excited to share with you guys a fun stamp and stencil duo that we have been working on for some time and it is finally released. It is so much fun and I can't wait to show you a couple of ideas and some of the features of this. So it is called Chatty Hearts and it comes with this A2 background with all these different little sentiments. They all pop out, so if you see on the back here, I haven't pulled off all the white, but they all pop out, so you could stamp all of them, some of them, you get to choose. So I absolutely love that, and I love the pop-out feature for versatility. You can use these with a bunch of your other stamps and images too, because they're just kind of fun little sayings. And then it comes with a large hello, which I'm always a huge fan of. I love just like basic sentiments like this. And then two little stamp hearts in here. You get an outline and a solid, and they all kind of work together for fun, different looks. So this bundle also comes with two layering stencils. So they kind of line up like this, so you kind of see how they stagger. So these layering stencils go right over the top of the stamped image, so you can ink blend, you can add all your other mediums and get perfectly colored, really fun cards with this. They all line up perfectly with this little register mark on the side, so easy lining up, easy to use. So this is one of the cards I'm going to show you how to make, just kind of, this is like basic, using the bundle, and then I'm going to show you two kind of fun twists that you can do to create a different look with them. So a little square Valentine here, and then this is just a stenciled background. So I'm really excited about this and can't wait to share with you how this bundle works in action. Although it really looks like candy hearts, it is goes beyond Valentine's Day. This could be year-round sweet greetings, birthdays, just sweet cards in general. So although we're releasing it in time for Valentine's Day, I think I'm going to be using this year-round just for fun, sweet, encouraging cards. So kind of keep that in mind. So Chatty Hearts Duo, and this is stencils and a giant A2 background with all these little pop-out sentiments. So every single one of these pops out. You get a solid heart and a heart outline. So it's a really great value. So let me just start with this card and show you how you would create something like this easily and how fun it is. All right. So for this first one here, we are going to start with a white A2 sheet of cardstock. And then we're going to just stamp out our whole background on here with our Misty. So I'm just going to grab my little mini Misty. I like to line it up with the corners. So what I like to do, just for a guideline of where I want to place my hearts, I like to stamp all the sentiments first, stamp this whole background. So we're going to stick that in there. You could go ahead and take off all the little backing. I have not done so yet just because it's working fine without. All right, so I really just want kind of like a guide as to where all of these little sentiments are, and then I'm going to go back in once we get our ink blending done and stamp these again so we get a really like bold look. So I'm just going in with like a light gray. So Misty Coast. Hi Rosalie. Hi Vera, I'm so excited to see all of you guys here. I'm so fun to share, or it's so exciting to share this set. It's been kind of something on my brain for a while, and then Lisa Arana, she always like makes it happen. Like, I don't know how, it's like she's in my brain, but I could not have pictured it being better. All right, so we're just stamping out our little sentiments here, and it's just in a very light gray. So notice my placement. I know that my A2 cardstock was right in this little corner, and so I know I'm going to be able to put it back in there and re-stamp my sentiments. I just kind of like this as a guide for aligning our stencils. All right, so I'm going to take, I have a little sticky mat here from Brutus Monroe. If you have any sticky mat or even like a Cricut mat that's a little bit tacky, that works really well for stenciling. So I'm just going to set this right inside of here. All right, I like to kind of put this in place so I'm not going everywhere. All right, so we're going to start with our first stencil. So you notice on the stencils it has a register mark. You're going to want to use this for lining up, and so I'm going to take just a little piece of, if you have Post-it tape like I do, or a piece of scratch paper or something you can kind of tack down, so you can actually use the register mark to line up the second one. All right, so this one is looking pretty good. I just kind of aligned it around those little sentiments. Hopefully you can see it. I did stamp in a pretty light ink, but I think it still works out. All right, so I wanted to go with kind of traditionally colored conversation hearts, like the little, okay, conversation hearts. All of a sudden I'm over here, I hear like a big gasp. I'm like, no, I can say that. Yeah, because remember they said. Okay, so I am just going to go ahead and ink blend these. And so I'm going to start off with a light pink. And we're going to go every other line with our light pink. It might kind of seem like a lot, like they're not going to be spaced out very well, like all kind of clumped together, but they're not. This works out perfectly if you go every other line with the same color. They all are like perfectly intermixed. All right, so there's that.
Rosalie, that mat is from Brutus Monroe. I think you can find it on his website.
Yeah, there's a lot of different sticky mats out there. I just happened to get this from Brutus Monroe because he's a friend and I love his products. So I'm going for like a really pastel look. And my inks today are just water-based inks. You could use Tim Holtz, Distress inks, Gina K inks, whatever you have on hand. Mine happen to be Pink Fresh today. All right, there is our light pink. Let's go in with a light purple for the remaining parts here. Hi, Kimberly. So excited to see you here. Thanks for joining. All right. So this would be a lot easier probably with a smaller ink blending tool. If you had like those little daubers, like the ones that are like the size of your finger, that would probably work better, but I don't have those. So I'm just kind of making do with what I have. This is going to be so cute when we get done. You're going to love it. And I'll show you too how you could ink blend this all the same color, and it looks really, really cute and all one color too. I just wanted to do kind of the traditional pastel combo here. All right, I'm gonna do a little more on that one. That one looked a little... Okay, so we got that all done. We can, oh yeah, so this register mark, I'm just gonna, so we have that going on for us. Let's see if I can pick this up. Okay, so look at that first layer. Is that adorable or what? So this would be really cool, just leaving it like this. You can see like really at any point, you could stop and create a card. You don't need to color in all of the hearts. Like I actually really love this look, and I'm probably going to recreate a card like that now seeing it. All right, so we're gonna grab our next stencil, and each stencil has a little number on the bottom. So this is Candy Hearts 2, so you know this is the front of the stencil, and this is the second layer. So you don't get confused, because sometimes I flip my stencils and stuff. I love that these come with it kind of etched on there, and there's a texture so you can feel it too. All right, so we are going to be lining this up with our register mark right there. Tacking this down in place, and now we can go in and do some more ink blending. I'm gonna go with Ocean Breeze. It's like a really pretty light blue, and we're gonna go with every other line again. Oh, I was very heavy-handed there. That's okay. Okay. Yes, I love the register mark too. It was a genius idea that Nick added on. So he's always thinking of how to make a product a little bit better. little bit more user-friendly, and I think that was such a great idea.
Actually, that one was Lisa.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, Lisa does that as well, and I'm impressed by everything she does. All right. So here is our blue. I love how they layer over the top of each other. I think it's really, really fun. Okay. So my next one, I want to do a yellow, because that is always in the conversation hearts. Gotta have the yellow. All right. And this is like a really pretty, just kind of light yellow. This could be like one of those ASMR videos for crafting. Have you guys seen those? Where you just hear the crafting noises. I can never do those because you'll hear dogs or something will happen and maybe I'll say something naughty. So I can't do those. So this bundle is limited quantity. It's only while we have the stencils in stock. So go ahead and get your order in for this one if you love it as much as I do. And keep in mind, we have 50% off all things love and friendship happening right now. So just in time for Valentine's. I love to send Valentine's, like not specifically like be my Valentine, but I send like little fun lovey-dovey cards to my best friend. It's her favorite day of the year and her dog's birthday. So I love just kind of treating her on Valentine's Day. So I hope that you guys have a friend or somebody in your life that you can do that with as well.
You could coordinate this one with one of those, that pet one we just released.
For sure, yes. All right, so let's pull this off. We're going to have the final reveal. Look at how cute that is. Like, I just love it. I think it's so darling. So we're going to pull this off here. I'm going to put this back in my Misty, and we're going to restamp those sentiments just because I used a really light ink and I really want it to pop a little bit more. So I left my stamp the same placement inside of my Misty, and I know that I put it right up here in the corner. So we should be all good to go. I'm going to go in with Rocky Slope. It's just a little bit of a darker gray.
You should talk about how those pop out again.
Sure. I'll show them because the next card I'm doing, I'm going to show you how you can pop all these little sentiments out. This is just kind of the basic general way to use this, this bundle. And then we'll get into kind of some advanced techniques. They're not that advanced. They're just different ways to use it. All right. I pressed a little hard, huh? That's okay. I'm going to go with it. Do not press very hard on your sentiments because you'll kind of you'll almost get a double stamp look, but I'm fine with it. I'm going to roll with it. But just keep that in mind. Don't press super hard. But here is what it looks like. I think it's so, so cute. So again, all of these little buddies do pop out, and we're going to make another card using just some pop out little bits too. But because these are such little words and stuff, really minimal pressure when you're pushing, or you're not going to get a perfect impression. All right, so I'm wondering if my assistant, Nick, can come and die cut this for me so we can start assembling our next bits. And then for this one, I grabbed a sentiment from one of my sentiment die stashes. This is from Chic Script Salutations, which we do still have in stock. It has some really great, just kind of essential dies in here, the kind of shadow and then the words itself. So this is sold separately, but I really, really love it. I use it on a lot of my cards. So we just had a question, and somebody said, is this available in a bundle? So Chatty Hearts is only available in a bundle. It is 2 6x6 layering stencils, a A2 size background stamp, 2 heart stamps, and a giant hello. and it's $34.99. This die set is sold separately, but it's just great and it's on sale, so I thought I would use it. I like to use sticky dots with my die cuts, kind of getting them to stick to each other. So to use this product, you just stick it down like so, and then when we pull it up, we are going to have little glue bits on the back of this for easy adhesion. And I love just the classic black and white combo of the word die as well. All right, easy peasy, right? Love it. All right, so here is my background all cut out, ready to go. We're gonna grab a little bit of my May Arts burlap twine in ivory. This is in our shop, sold in mega rolls or I think 3 feet rolls. Oh, I love that. Lou was like, she totally brought out a song from the 2000s. I am like a millennial through and through. Like when I hear like 50 Cent come on, like it is my jam, or like any any rapper like that. Like my Evie's so embarrassed. All right. So we're just going to do a fun bow off to the side. I love how that is looking. We are going to trim our little tails. Sorry, my scissors, I have to tell you guys this because being crafters, you're going to understand. I was missing my scissors. Like I bought these off of Amazon a little while back, and they're like ones that you can cut your foam tape with and all that. They don't goob up. Well, I couldn't find them, and then I realized there's 2 pairs of them in the back, and somebody was like using them to like cut little bits off of stamps, and so now they're all gummed up. So
I can fix that.
Somebody must really trust me to use my scissors and feel like they're gonna live through the experience.
I hear you. I have my special scissors back there that I use to trim the excess off the rubber, and if those get missing, I'm not a happy camper.
Yeah, you just got your scissors. You got to use. Oop, that. All right, so I'm just putting a little bit of foam tape on the back of this here. Mary goes, that must have been Nick. That's a good, good conclusion.
Nah, they're too little.
He does use the inks and stuff a lot. He'll come in here and test out his custom stamps, make sure they're all working before he sends them out. And sometimes, like today I came in here, there's like inks open and all that. And like I always know, oh, Nick was in here just testing out stamps.
Yeah, you're not wrong with that one.
Quality control.
I do forget to put the covers back on.
Yeah, I do too sometimes. We all do, right? Crafter probs. All right, so if you're just tuning in, I am using the Chatty Hearts Stamp and Stencil Duo. This is the first card that I'm doing. I'm just showing you a general way to use this bundle to create a fun multicolored look, and I think it just turns out so happy and cheery. I really like the end result. All right, we're gonna pop hello right there, and the black I think really just kind of makes it pop off that page a little bit more. And then matting this one on a cardstock that's coordinating. I happen to have this one in my stash of kind of scraps, but I love how this one turned out. I think it is so, so cute. Here is my example. I'll show you guys that because Nick can zoom in and you can see all the little words and stuff in there. There's miss you, bestie, lovely you, sweet pea, just really cute little words. So he's gonna zoom in, and while he does that, I am just going to clear my area so we can do the next card. I thought the next one we'd do kind of a fun shape. So, yes, Nick does do little extra things for his custom stamps. He's really great at that. All right. So the next one that I want to do with you guys is a fun one. And ooh, my bow got a little crazy.
Hey, can you tell what colors you used on the last one again?
Oh, sure. So the colors for this, I'll just put it right next to it so you guys can see and maybe take a screenshot or something. I'm going to just put them kind of in here. So those are the main colors, and then Rocky Slope was for the words. So these are all Pink Fresh inks. I just got them, so I'm kind of testing them out and using them, seeing how I like them. All right, so moving along here, I'm going to share with you guys another fun way that you can use this bundle by popping out those sentiments, and we're going to create kind of a gray background effect as well. So we were saying earlier that this background is really cool because every single one of these little words pops out. So you could choose, you know, if you wanted half of them, if you wanted some of them, or if you want to pop them out and use them on your own, like I'm going to do here. So we're going to pop out a few words. I really like the miss you. I like bestie. I think that's really sweet. And let's see. Oh my. Like here, yeah.
Yeah. Go into it.
Nope.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing. Okay, so we're gonna pop out 3 of those little words here. And then we are going to ink blend on a little square sheet of paper. So I actually die cut out this cute little square with a matted piece here. And this is using our scallops and rectangles nesting die set in squares. We also have circles. But I love the little squares. I thought this would be cute for little Valentine's. So let's do it. We're going to do kind of a ombre two-tone gray blend with this one. All right, we'll just get it. There we go. All right, putting my mat back down, my sticky mat. It's just like a little bit tacky. All right, and then I am just going to put, I'm gonna just put my square in there like this, like in the middle of where the A2 would be. And I'm just gonna line it up with like that existing register mark. So,
You can't ignore this. Everyone's wondering why you're laughing.
well, I was reading this and I was like, you know, telling you guys everything that this said, and this word happens to be a word both front and back, and I thought it said like my hoe, and I was like, what? Like I was like shocked, but it says oh my. Okay. So that was that, you guys. Thanks for making me do that on live internet.
Thanks for sharing.
So that was my big whoop, if you're wondering. All right, so I'm lining up with my register mark. Anywho, let's see how many mad faces I might get. Did I get any? You guys asked. You basically forced me. All right. All right, so we're going to do a two-tone like gray background. So I'm going to use Misty Coast first, and then we're going to go in with Rocky Slope because I really want those like little hearts to pop. So let's just see. I hope you guys find my 12-year-old boy humor entertaining.
I think Edgy Stamps could come up with something for this too.
Yeah. All right, so we're doing a light gray here. On this. And just make sure when you're doing a square, since it's not the full size of the A2, that you're using the register mark. So we'll just blend it so we know where we're at. What is the pad that I have this on? So this is from Brutus Monroe. It's just like a sticky mat. So it's essentially like a Cricut mat. Like if you have a Cricut and it's like lightly tacky, that's what I'm using. I like to use that when I'm doing stencils. So you can get yours from Brutus Monroe as well. All right, so we just went in there with layered or Candy Hearts 1 here with our register mark. Now we're gonna go in, we're gonna grab 2. So I was just saying on the corners, you can tell which is which, so you can tell what the front side is, what the back side is. All right, so we're gonna line up that register mark. Just so we know we're gonna get nice staggered hearts. Taper down. And now we're going to go in with our darker gray over the top of this. And we're going to get just a really kind of muted background, but it's fun because it's hearts, and we're going to add a little bit of glitter to this because, like, why not? If we have a choice to do glitter, we're going to do glitter, right?
I really like the gray hearts. This would be good for like a sympathy set too. Either.
Yeah, it really would. Like, so sorry for your loss. Yeah, that would be really sweet. All right. So we got that nice and blended. I'm going to pull that off, and you guys are going to see the fun effect here. See how cute that looks? I love it.
Wow.
So I'm going to add a little bit of glitter, like I said. So we're going to pull this off of our sticky mat. I'm going to grab my official splatter box. This is like literally a box from Kit Knit Box that I have saved because I think it's perfect for doing this. So whenever I want to splatter something or add like a spray or whatever, I put it in this box, and I'm going to use glitter dust. We don't sell this in our shop, but I just really, really like it. It's from Thermoweb. So you just like shake it up, and then you spray it on there like almost like a hairspray. Oopsies. You guys okay in there? Didn't glitter you guys out? So you get this beautiful like iridescent glitter over the top of that, and it just takes a second to dry. So while that is drying, we are going to do our little mini candy hearts. So I took a tiny little die from our Dashes and Frills nesting die set. Oopsies. And I cut out 3 of these little hearts here, and we're going to ink blend them into kind of custom colors for ourselves. So I'm just going to grab a little scratch piece of paper so we can blend these on. So let's go with like a Raspberry Bliss. Like, I want these to really, really pop off of the off of our gray background. So that's what we're gonna do. You know what? I could take my little poke tool and hold. I wonder if that'll work. Versus my finger. We'll see. We'll see.
That works well.
I just love this pink color. I think it's so pretty. All right, so there's our pink. Move that aside. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do a purple one. I'm feeling it today. You could definitely like ink blend on your paper first and then die cut. Like, that makes a little bit more sense. But when I'm live, I like to have things kind of pre-cut, so you guys don't have to watch me do all that jazz. All right, there's our purple, super cute. Let's do a mint color. There's always kind of that mint color in the conversation hearts, right? All right, where's my little green? Yes, Dashes and Frills and our double stitched heart die sets, they are discounted like a little bit. Like, I think they're $1 off. So it's a great time to grab those for your Valentine's creations and more. I use hearts year round just to send like fun love greetings to people, paper hugs. I think a heart is like essential. All right, so there's that. All right, so here are our little hearts, all ink blended, and then we have our little sentiments that we already popped out from our A2 background. And I'm just gonna pop these on a acrylic block here and just stamp them out on there. And I'm gonna use black ink for these because I want them to really kind of pop. All right, so we'll do Bestie. How cute is that? This one says, miss you.
Hey, Kimberly, that stamp will not be at Unity anymore, but you can check out edgy.com, and there's some more edgy stamp. Oh, yeah, edgystamps.com, and there's some more edgy stamps there, so.
All right, so there's Be Mine. So I think that's so cute. I love it. All right, so here is our gray background that we already ink blended with our layering heart stencils that comes in this Chatty Hearts background, or Chatty Hearts bundle. And I love the iridescent glitter. It's so pretty. It's very subtle, but fun. All right, so this is gonna be on some black matting there. And I thought these would be really fun, kind of popped up with some foam tape. So we're gonna do just that. I'm gonna just flip over our little hearts so we can get some foam tape on the back of these. Sorry, my dog is whining in the back. She's like so upset. I'm not holding her. Yeah, the gray hearts is really fun, isn't it? It's just something different and fun. I was really pleasantly surprised when this idea like actually worked out in my head. All right. Gotta find my poke tool, get that backing off. That's like the secret to getting backing off of your foam tapes. Little poke tool does wonders. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of stagger them a little bit in this corner. So we'll do like bestie, be mine. That one kind of like that. I think that's cute, kind of staggered. Let's add a little bit of ribbon because I think it just kind of needs something on this side to even it out a little bit. And I'm just gonna do a couple wraps around this. This would be really cute for little Valentines for like coworkers or friends or something. Just cute little square cards. And square cards always fit in an A2 envelope, so you don't even need to find a new envelope. They will work in your A2. That's the fun thing about doing a different size, doing square. Okay, so I just have to trim these little tails off. Perfect. And then this I thought looked really cute, kind of matted on some black cardstock here. This again was die cut out with our scallop and rectangle, or scallop and stitched nesting square die set. So here's the finished look on that. I really, really love how this one turned out. It's super fun how you can pop out those little sentiments and use them for a unique look. Here was my first example too. I really like the difference here. My grays are a little close in color there. I like the contrast on the second one a little bit better. But there's another fun idea. And then I just want to share with you guys one other simple and fun idea, not using the background stamp, but more so the stencil. And that really big hello from this set, because I love it. So Nick, do you want to zoom in on this one so they can see the detail while I kind of clean up here just a little bit? And then you guys can see how fun it turns out. This next one, we're going to do a little bit of stencil layering to create a unique look. All right, so this is the next one we're going to do. And we are going to use the 2 stencils from this bundle, Layering Hearts 1 and 2, as well as our little hello. And then I also pulled out, if you look at these hearts, you see there's a little bit of extra pattern on there. I pulled out 2 stencils from my collection. They're just random. I don't even know like where I got this one. It's just a random one that I knew would work well to overlay this. And I also have a little polka dot one. So I'm going to show you how you can get designs on your little candy hearts. So let's grab our mat, put that in place. Then let's grab our A2 cardstock, put that in place. I still have my little sheet here. I'm going to use that existing register mark. Grab my Candy Hearts 1 here. And then we will tape it down in place. Oopsies, what's going on? There we go. All right, just taping this in place. Now we're gonna go in and we are gonna do Sparkling Rose. This is a lighter pink that we're gonna start with, and I'm gonna ink blend this whole background here in Sparkling Rose. It's almost like a purpley pink. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, ink blend our entire background in this. So we're just not even worried about every other line or, you know, where the ink is going. We're just doing the whole thing. And you can build up the color until you are happy with it. Oopsies. Well, I'm not happy with that. All right, fixed it. I'm just gonna hold on to my stencil a little bit, I think. My tack is not staying in place. I just want to build up the color a little bit more on these. Perfect. So now we're going to keep this heart stencil exactly where it is. And then we're going to grab our next stencil and simply put it right over the top and tape it in place. So what this is going to do is when we ink blend over the top, it's almost like a mask. It's only going to apply to these hearts that are exposed and apply that texture to it and that pattern. So just get it where you like it and tack it in place. And we're going to go in with the same color, because when you go over the same color, again, it builds it up. It's a little bit darker and it's almost like a tone on tone look. So same color, Sparkling Rose, and we are going to go over this entire stencil and add that fun chevron pattern to our hearts. I think next week I'm going to show you guys how you can use your background stamps or other stamps to create a texture and pattern over the top of these hearts as well, because we have so many really great background stamps.
That's such a good idea.
Thank you. So I'm just really kind of holding on to my stencil because I really don't want this one to shift. Be a little bit more tricky to line it back up. All right, I'm just gonna look, make sure, yep, I like it. Okay, so this reveal, you guys, is so fun. So there is the pattern on top of those hearts. I love that. And now we can remove our first layering stencil here. Like, how darling is that? You really would not need to go on from here. I truly think you could add a die cut sentiment or whatever, and it would be super cute. Another fun way to add texture is instead of ink, you could use like a glitter paste or something like that, embossing paste, to add some dimension and texture to your creation as well. All right, let's go in with Candy Hearts 2 here. Like so. We're going to tape that in place and we're going to ink blend this one. This one we're going to do in a little bit of a darker pink. I'm using Raspberry Bliss. I like this really vibrant. Yes, foil would be amazing, Shauna. That's a great idea. I should try that one. All right, so we are ink blending our next layer here with Raspberry Bliss. I have just a lot of ideas for this bundle, and I'm excited to share them all with you. And throughout the weekend, Lisa Rana is sharing some really great videos, tips and tricks on social media, all across our channels too. So stay tuned for that. You guys are going to get so many different ideas and inspiration for this one. I just know it. All right, so we're going to leave that in place. Now we're going to grab, I have like a polka dot stencil. I think this is from a past Whit kit card kit that I did. It was supposed to be like snow or confetti or something. All right, so now we're going to go in and we're going to add polka dots. This is like a really intricate stencil, so like it takes quite a bit to kind of get the the ink to go through these tiny dots. But it still works. I still get a few dots and I like the effect. So same color ink that we blended the hearts with. We're doing a tone on tone look here. All right. Let's just peek at this and see if it's going through. Like I said, it's a pretty intricate step. Nope, not on the top, it's not. You really gotta like get mad at it. So the ink goes through because the dots are so small. This works much better with like a paste, this stencil. Okay, let's see. How you doing in here? Oh, that's cute. I like it. Okay, so we got some polka dots going on. Let's do the reveal of this now. I have like so much tape here. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it. I'm obsessed. Like, are you kidding? I love it. It's so much fun. So go find some different stencils in your collection and try it out with this bundle. I think you could get some really unique looks. All right, so I'm gonna die cut this out really quick. I'm just using my scallop and rectangle nesting die set. This one is currently out of stock, but it will be back. So do not panic, it will be back. And I'll zoom in, Nick's zooming in here so you guys can see that pattern and color that we added on there. It's so much fun. Yes, a stipple brush would have been perfect for sure. I need to get me one of those.
It's a stipple brush.
It's like more of like a thick bristled brush where you could go like that over the top and it gets into those little areas better. Okay, so I'm gonna let Nick zoom in on this so you guys can see the dots and the chevron before we stamp out that sentiment. All right. You got a nice zoom?
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm just going to put this inside of my mini Misty. I'm going to grab Hello, which is from the Chatty Hearts set. And let's put it down here. I don't often do this orientation. Like I'm so much of a let's stamp it in the middle type person. So I just was challenging myself to try something new. So that's the method to my madness. I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair Nocturne in black ink here. Ink this up really well. Stamp it on down. Like that is like a perfect impression. Like, are you kidding? So cute. Okay. And I thought that this one really, it really brought like the whole idea together, like how sweet it was. I added a silk bow to this. So here is the end result. Just kind of matting it on that black paper coordinates with the sentiment, kind of makes the background pop a little bit more with that black and the sweet silk ribbon that was just like from my stash. So that is another way. Layer your stencils up and try some new things. I'm gonna just put the cards that we made down here so you guys can see all of them and tell me what you think. This one's not glued together, but those are the 3 cards that I made today during today's live, and I'm so excited to come back next week with some more techniques, tips, and tricks using this bundle. This bundle again is called Chatty Hearts. It comes with an amazing A2 4.25 by 5.5 inch background stamp filled with all of these little sentiments, as well as a couple of other add-on stamps and 2 6x6 heart layering stencils, all for $34.99. So it's a really great value, and this is something that you can use for year-round sweet greetings. I absolutely love it. So here's that stamp set again, Chatty Hearts. Here is that background. I popped out 3 of these to make a card, but they all pop out, as you can see, which is fun. And here are the layering stencils, which you can perfectly line up with the register marks on the side. They're very dirty because we just used them, but I love them. All right, so that is all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that you loved these techniques and you find this bundle fun like I do. Go ahead and grab it while it is still in stock and check out the Love and Friendship sale. There is some really great freebies, including a $5 automatic discount once you put $65 or more in your cart. That discount's just going to appear. So that's a little added bonus just for shopping with us. So I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.